All righty, and we will go ahead and get started here. So I want to get started with just some nice, easy neck rolls today. All right, I want to be a little more shoulder and neck focused on this Monday morning. All right, so I want to go ahead and get started with rolling in whichever direction you want to start. Start off nice and slow here. Go ahead. We'll go 30 seconds in each direction. Just go nice and slow. Stretching to a point of mild discomfort, never pain. There we go. Nice and slow. Three, two, one, relax. Good. Let's go ahead and get the other direction here. All right, for 30 more seconds. Go ahead. There we go. I've had a tendency in the past to do neck rolls too quickly, and I end up doing more damage than good. So I'm going to take them nice and slow. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All righty. Now, I want to move a little bit farther down the body here. We're going to go to our shrugs. Now, remember, I like to think of shrugs as neck and shoulder. All right, so we're kind of merging between two muscle groups here as we continue in our warm-up. So remember our shrugs, we just bring the shoulders straight up to the earlobes and back down. All right, we're going to go ahead and shrug for 30 seconds here, going for time rather than number of reps. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Shrugging up and back down. There you go. Remember, we're going at our own pace here, not for a number of reps. So you just go ahead and shrug. Practice your response for when someone asks you a question you don't know. There you go. Three, two, one. Relax. Good. All righty. So continuing to move down the body here, I want to go to some shoulder circles. All right. So this is a little more shoulder focused than the last two. So just going to go ahead and I want you to pay attention to which direction you're going here at the start. I'm just going to draw circles in the air with my shoulders, pinching my shoulders back every opportunity I get. All right, go ahead and start. We'll go for 30 seconds in each direction here. Remember, pinch those shoulders back every opportunity you get. There we go. About 10 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right, now I'm going to let my arms kind of dangle just a little bit here, maybe for 4 or 5 seconds. And then I want to go to our shoulder circles in the other direction. All right, so we'll knock out 30 more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Try to make as big of shoulders or big of circles as you can. There, get those shoulders nice and stretched out. There we go. Oh, that went fast. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All righty. Now I want to move a little farther down the body here. We're going to go to our forward and backward leg swing. So I'm going to find a wall or a chair or something in my house that can help keep me stable if I want it. I'll change my angle here, and we're just going to go into our forward backward swings like we're kicking a soccer ball over and over. All right, now remember, I'm going to turn to the side here. Okay, this is my side view, my sagittal view. All right, if I am going back as far as I can. We're also gonna be able to get the hamstring loosened up a little more and get the lower back loosened up a little more. But remember to be swinging your leg at a range of motion that is comfortable for you. All right, we're gonna do 30 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go, just kicking that soccer ball. Try to reach that foot back behind you as far as you can. There we go. We're gonna get 30 seconds on each leg here. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All righty, now I'm gonna switch sides here. I'm gonna go to the other leg. We're gonna get 30 more seconds in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Now I think when we get done with our leg swings, I'm gonna throw in a standing torso twist for my benefit as much as yours here. Get a little extra back rotation there before we get into our workout. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All righty, so let's go to our lateral leg swings here, all right? Working on the inside and outside of the thigh. So I can go back to my original leg that I was swinging forward backward to start. I'm gonna take a step back from my wall or chair and just swing from side to side here. All right, we're gonna get 30 more seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Working the inside, outside of the thigh. I can hear Eleanor pouring her coffee in the kitchen. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All righty, let's go ahead and get the last part of our leg swings here, the lateral swing on the other leg. All right, 30 more seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Let's keep our breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All right, so like I said a few minutes ago, I'm gonna throw in a standing torso twist. All right, get that back a little extra loosening up. Okay, we'll do that for 30 seconds here. All right, go ahead. Standing torso twist. I'm gonna see if I can, get my back to crack here a little bit. Especially after doing those, emphasizing the backward part of the leg swing is gonna get that back loosened up, and I think I need a little extra this morning. Which is good. We're gonna be doing a good amount of twisting later on. 3, 2, 1, relax, good. All righty, now, it's funny, the last part of my warm-up here already had twisting in it, but I just wanted that little extra bit in there. We're gonna go to our cross-body punches, all right? So exactly what we were doing on Friday with either a band or our weight, only this time we're just gonna do it as a warm-up here to finish off this part of our workout. So remember, we can have a band, we can have our weights, we can have no weight, but I want to go ahead and do my punches to each side, making sure that my belly button is following. And we're gonna go for 45 seconds with that today. So grab whatever equipment you want here, if you want any at all, and we're gonna knock out 45 seconds here. If you're gonna use the band, I'll give you a second to get the band set up. Remember, that's a double leg anchor, all right, with the handle in each hand. And we're gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Now let's try to, if we can, let's try to add those head bobs in there too. So we're just kind of bouncing at the feet a little bit. My feet aren't coming off the ground at all, but I'm just kind of bending my ankles and knees a little bit as I go, getting those bounces in there. There we go. It's a lot easier to check my stopwatch when I do this. I don't have a handle in each hand. Let's keep that breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All righty. So I'm going to set this stopwatch down here. Now I want to go into our first superset. So the first exercise that I want to do today is going to be upper body. It's going to involve either the resistance band or the weights. It's totally your choice. It's going to be the lateral raise. All right. So remember the lateral raise we had on Friday as well. It was an alternative to the overhead press. Now I want to do the lateral raise as the actual featured exercise. So again, if we have our weights, it's the same thing as before, just making a T, all right, raising up and then coming back down. If we want to use the band, which is another option, we can make that same double leg anchor that we just had for our crossbody punches if we wanted the band, all right? And again, just making the T once we get that set up. All right, now remember the width of your stance there is going to determine how difficult that is. So you might want to be a little more narrow if you plan on getting up to shoulder height. All right, no matter which option you choose, we are going to get 10 reps. All right, now the lower body set here has a lot of options. Okay, there are 3 options, but it's a lot to explain. So the first one is going to be our hip abduction, all right, abduction. So moving the knees away from the body. We can do the first option is going to be seated. And this is where I take my resistance band. I'm going to fold it in a double circle, step through, and I am going to press my knees. I'm going to have to hold my band here because it's not a full loop. All right, but if I hold my knees out, I'm going to get the outside of the thigh working there. All right, that's option number 1. Now, if you choose that option, I want you to hold that contraction for however long it takes me to get through leading options 2 and 3. Now, options 2 and 3 are exactly identical to the lateral leg swings that we did in the warm-up. All right, now we're just not going to let the leg, on the back part of the swing, we're not going to go past like we had before. So we're just going to be going out and back in. All right, that's our lateral leg raise. It's going away from the body and then coming back to the other foot. We will get 10 reps on each side of the body with that exercise. Now, if we want to make that a little tougher, we can go with option number 3, where I take my resistance band, I fold it in half, I'm going to lay it on the floor, and I'm going to step on it with my plant leg. I'm going to step on the band near where the handles are. All right, that's going to create my anchor, as well as a loop on the other side. I'll move a little bit. I can then kick my leg out to the side and come back in. All right, getting a little extra resistance there. Now, before we start, I want you to wave your hand in the camera. How many of you plan on trying option number 3? All right, if you're not going to try it, don't wave your hand. All right, and if you are waving, keep your hand waving. All right, because I got to push an arrow to see. All right, I don't see any hands waving. That's perfectly fine. All right, that just tells me that I don't have to give the extra 10, 15 seconds to set a band down for those of you who want to do it. So thank you for that. So we'll just rock with options 1 and 2 for the lower body. All right. Let's go back to our lateral raise here. We're going to get 10 reps with either the band or the weight or no weight. All right, totally your choice. We're going to knock out 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? We're coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, making that T, 3, the letter T, not the drink T. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. So one last thing with that lateral raise here with the arms. Let's remember to have the arms stay in line with the body in the side to side view. If you see here, my arms aren't going behind or forward. All right. A really easy compensation is to let the arms go too far in front. All right. So I want you to avoid that, almost like you are trying to raise your arms with your nose at a wall here. All right, trying to keep your arms in line with the body. So let's go to our second choice here. We either have the isometric with the knees out with the band, or we can go with our lateral leg raise here, okay? Remember, if you're doing the isometric, you're gonna hold until I finish leading those who are doing option number 2, all right? We're gonna get 10 lateral leg raises on each side for option number 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Go ahead. Coming out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. All right. 10 on the other leg here. Go ahead. Coming out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Everybody relax. All right, everybody, no matter which option you picked, go ahead and relax. And I want to move now to the second set of our lateral raise. All right, we're going to get 10 more reps together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming straight up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and transition back to our one of our 2 options for our hip abduction here. Let me change my angle. All right, and we're gonna go to either the isometric hold or the leg raise, okay? Either option you choose. I wanna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Leg raisers out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Now, for those of us doing the lateral leg raise, remember to go to a range of motion that's comfortable but challenging here. 10 more reps. Ready? Out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All righty. And I like that we're getting work in the glute on the plant leg as well, keeping us upright. Let's go ahead and transition back to our last set here of the lateral raise choice. Okay, we're gonna knock out 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We are done with the lateral raises for the upper body. Let's get the lateral leg raises for the lower body done here. All right, a lot of lateral today. Okay. We're going to get both options in here if we want. We're going to get 10 more reps here for those of us doing option 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and switch. All right, 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Go ahead and relax here. Get a sip of water if you want it. I'm going to take this opportunity to count us up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. All right. Good. Now we're going to transition to our second superset here. Now I'll just go ahead and tell you what our lower body set is. Our lower body set is going to be our pillow squeeze. All right, so we remember that one hopefully from a few other times this summer. So that's going to be the lower body set. Now the upper body set here. Let me move this chair out of the way. Again, we are going to have options here. Okay, our lower body set is going to be a standing wall press. Now that's one that we haven't done in my sections for a while. You may have done them in Kelsey's classes before, but I'm going to move some stuff around on my table here and go over the wall press. So I'm going to go over and hang out with Kramer again. And I'm essentially just going to be pressing on this wall here. I want you to pay attention to my elbow movement, okay? So I'm going to come in closer. As I come closer, the elbow is going to bend, all right? And as I push away, the elbow is going to extend. Now, this is going to be very similar to just your push-up on the floor, all right, where we are bending and extending at the elbow. It's very similar to our hammering motion, all right? So we're going to be focusing on the triceps here as well as the chest muscles. Now, a way that we can make this a little tougher on ourselves if we want to is to take a few steps back from the wall here, all right? And then when I go to press, I'm going to push off, all right? Push away from the wall. See how I'm at a steeper angle? All right, now it's going to require more force from the triceps and the chest to push myself back into the starting position. All right, so the degree of difficulty here is going to depend on how far away from the floor you want to have your feet, all right? Hopefully you can see the ground there, all right? So here would be pretty easy, all right? I'm not at a very steep angle right here, or a very slanted angle here, sorry. All right, so as I go this way, less steep, I should have said, a little more slanted. All right, now, I don't know, maybe you can't even see my feet. They're about 3, maybe 4 feet away from the wall here. I'm just gonna press the wall and use that extra force to get back up to standing. All right, so I want you all to kind of gauge what distance you want your feet to be away from that wall. We're gonna get 10 reps together on that exercise when we get to it, all right? So I actually wouldn't mind starting with the pillow squeeze here today, all right? Starting with the pillow squeeze. So we'll be transitioning from a chair to a wall, back and forth for these sets. We're gonna do the pillow squeeze for 45 seconds like we've been doing the past couple times. All right. So let's go ahead and get this first set started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and squeeze that pillow. Again, as always, I want you going at an intensity that is comfortable for you, but that is hopefully still challenging you, all right? Hopefully we're giving a real good squeeze, to that pillow. And also I hope that we are sitting up straight as well, keeping our shoulders nice and pinched. All right, keeping that good posture. Got about 10 seconds left here. Remember to breathe as well. We always want to breathe during isometrics. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. So that's one set down already. And now let's transition to the wall here. Okay, going to the wall. So remember, I want you to just kind of gauge the distance at which you want your feet from the wall here. The closer, the easier, okay? And I gotta be a little careful here. I got socks on with hardwood, so I don't want to go too far and then fall on my face. So we're gonna knock out 10 reps of this wall press here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? I'm coming in toward the wall and I'm pushing back out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta take off my hat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right. Bill of my hat kept hitting the wall there. I had to take it off mid-set. All right. Let's transition back to our pillow squeeze here. All right. I think this superset's going to go by fairly quickly. There we go. Remember to sit up nice and tall. We got 45 more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's continue to breathe. There we go. Now on that, I just want to discuss that wall press that we're doing. I like to have the triceps in toward, or the elbows more in toward the body. And the reasoning behind that is because it's going to focus more on those triceps. If you go with the elbows out like a lot of people do, you're going to get a lot of the chest muscle in there as well. So just kind of the placement of your elbow is going to change the muscle group that's primarily used. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. There we go. So for people with weak triceps, I like to have them do it with the elbows in. All right, it makes it difficult. in that regard. Let's go ahead and go back to the wall here. Again, find where you want your feet at. I need to find a better camera angle. There we go. That's better. Okay, and we're going to knock out our second set here at the wall in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? I'm coming in toward the wall and back out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All righty. I want to get that hat back on quick. I don't want you all to see how badly I need a haircut right now. There we go. And let's knock out our last set on the pillow squeeze. I'm going to check the time here. Oh, we're doing great on time. Perfect. All righty. Last set in our pillow squeeze here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Just squeeze that pillow. Push those knees in. Sit up nice and tall here. 25 seconds left. Remember to keep challenging yourself. Get every last bit of benefit out of this set here. Three, 2, 1, relax. Good. And we should be done with the pillow for the day here. Go ahead and knock out this last set of our wall chest press here. All right, or our wall push-up, whatever you want to call it. All right, we're going to get 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming in toward the wall and back out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All righty. So let's transition now to our last superset. Now for our first exercise here, we can have a band, no weight or weight, whatever you want to choose. But this is going to be a shrug. All right, so just exactly what we were doing in the warm-up here. If I was going to do this with a band, all right, I would establish a double leg anchor, keeping in mind that the width of my stance is going to alter the difficulty. All right, and then with each handle in my hand, I'm simply just going to pull my shoulders up. Remember, if you want to make it more difficult, wrap up a little excess here. All right, so maybe I want to grab it a little lower. All right, maybe I want to grab it a little lower, make it tougher. Then I can pull my shoulders up. Going to have a little more resistance there. All right, or you can also just get a little wider stance. Going to make that tougher. All right, or we can do it with the weight, whatever you want. That is going to be the upper body set. Now I want to have core for the second exercise here. So this is going to be our standing ab twists that we've done in the past. So hopefully you can see the floor there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay one end of the band on the ground, and I'm going to hold on to the other end. All right. Now remember, the farther away you place your foot on that band, the more difficult the twist is going to be. Okay. Now I'll show you my upper body here. I got the other end right here, and I have an option, or I have two options of either going with my arms bent, twisting away from my anchor, or I can go with my arms out straight as I twist away from that anchor. All right. either way, either option we choose, we're gonna get 10 reps on each side of the body here, all right, to round out that final superset of the day here, okay? I would like to start off with our shrugs. So again, if you're using your band, let's get that double leg anchor set up, figure out where we wanna grab the band at, all right? Figure out our stance. If we have our weight, we can just hold it in each hand and shrug up. If we wanna go with no weight, it's the same thing, all right? So I'm gonna go with the band here today. Okay, wrap up a little excess for myself. And we're gonna knock out 10 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up to the earlobe and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now I'm going to lay one end on the floor, one end of my band on the floor, and I'm going to hold on to the other just to show you again. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. One end of the band on the ground here. I place my foot somewhere in the middle, near the middle of the band on the floor, kind of anchor it down. And then I have that option of having the arms bent or the arms straight here. I'm gonna go arms bent today since I'll be doing this two other times today. All right, so we're gonna get 10 reps on each side of the body in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Twisting away from the anchor and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now I'm going to just switch to the other side here. I'm going to bring that end of the band that's on the floor is going to go to the other side of my body. All right, and now I can once again twist away from that anchor, get the other side involved here. All right, we're going to get 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Going away from the anchor and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, so that is already one superset down. All right, let's go ahead and transition back to our shrugs here. All right. Wrap up a little excess for myself. And let's knock out 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All righty, let's set up our ab twist once again. Very good. I'm going to go bent arm again. Remember, you can go straight arm or bent here. And we are going to get 10 more reps on each side in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides here. There we go. And we're going to get 10 more reps in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, we're already 2 sets down. We got 1 more to go. Let's knock out this last set in our shrugs. Ready? I'm gonna wrap up a little more excess for myself, and we're gonna knock out 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, we are done with the shrugs. Let's knock out this last set of our ab twists, and then we're off to the cool down already. All righty. Gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Coming out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switch sides. Last round here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, we can put the band away for the day here. There we go. I'm just going to set this down on the ground over here. And we'll go ahead and get started with our cool down. Now, we were very heavily neck focused, very heavily shoulder focused today, maybe more neck than shoulder. So I want to start off our 4-way neck tilt. All right, so if you remember, we're going to get left and right, forward, backward. We're going to go for 30 seconds here. All right, as always, remember, point of mild discomfort, never pain. All right, remember to breathe and keep our posture here, okay? We're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. I'm just going to the side here. 30 seconds. Just hold that stretch there. Better keep my eyes open or I'm going to fall asleep. Accidentally stayed up till midnight last night. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right, let's go ahead and get the other side here. Go ahead. There we go. Point of mild discomfort. About 10 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Alrighty, now I want to get the last parts here of this forward backward neck tilt. So let's go ahead and get the forward part. I'll turn to the side here. I'm just going to try to bring my chin to my chest here. All right, obviously again, point of mild discomfort, never pain. So you're going at your own range of motion here. But let's knock out 30 more seconds. Go ahead. There we go. Hopefully we're feeling this in the back of the neck. as well as maybe going into the upper back. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All righty, so last part, we're gonna go backward. Now be careful here, you don't wanna go back too far, all right, or too fast, but we'll go ahead and knock out 30 seconds here. Go ahead. I gotta hold the stopwatch up here so I can see it. And we're going to your own range of motion here, whatever you're comfortable with. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All right, I might do a couple neck circles here just to make sure I'm loose. Maybe a couple in each direction. All right. Good, and I want to transition now to our flossing. All right, so flossing of nerves, not teeth, right? So I want to set up my body in a way that I can stretch this brachial and median and ulnar nerves here that go into our arms. So I'm going to tilt my neck to my left, and I'm going to raise my right arm, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wiggle my fingers back and forth. 30 seconds here. All right, now I've been doing this for years, so I feel the tingling already. I feel it in pretty much all my fingers here. All right. If you don't feel that tingling, it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because maybe we're not as experienced in it. All right, but I'm feeling that tingling. We're getting that nerve to glide within the sheath of tissue that protects it as it goes from the brain to the fingertips. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All right, so if we ever have any sort of maybe pain in our funny bone, all right, this is a great way to help alleviate that pain there. All right, so let's get the other side. We're also getting a good shoulder and neck stretch here as well. All right, other side here, go ahead. Just wagging those fingers back and forth. There we go. This side takes me a little longer to feel the tingling because I primarily only did this on my right arm when I was a tennis player. Got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All righty, now I want to transition to a different muscle group that we worked on. It's going to be the adductors. All right, so that was what we worked on with the pillow squeeze. I'm going to go to our standing groin stretch here. So hopefully you can see my lower body. I'm going to get a nice wide stance, all right, that I'm comfortable with, and I'm just going to lean to one side. All right, and remember, you transition at your own pace. I'm going to give us an entire minute here. All right, an entire minute here. If we want to be at a wall or a chair, we can put our hands on something here. All right, I have my fingers on the table if we want that extra stability. But I'm just going to have us lean to one side here. All right, and I'm going to have you switch at your own pace. I'll start the timer here for a minute. All right. Just kind of lean back and forth here at your own pace. Get that inner thigh stretched out. All right, we don't have to be at too terribly wide of a stance to get a good stretch here. All right, just going back and forth. And again, you don't have to follow me. I'm switching at my own pace. I want you to do the same. Switch at your own pace here. My movements are not large. I'm not moving a great amount. I'm just kind of shifting my hips from one side to the other. There's a bird on my windowsill distracting me. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All righty. So another good stretch for those inner thigh muscles. Now I want to go back to the wall here. All right, back to the wall. And I want to go into our chest stretch that we've done several times in the clinic and this summer as well. So I'm just going to put my hand on the wall behind me, and I'm just going to turn away from the wall there. All right, get a nice stretch in the shoulder as well as the chest here. We'll start for 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. And we should get a tricep stretch in here too. Not with this stretch. I want to get another tricep in after this one, since if we had our elbows tucked in on that push up, we're going to want to stretch those triceps. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides here. I'm going to go to this side so I'm not turning my back on you. All right, go ahead. 30 more seconds on the other side. Keep that breathing here. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Let me check my time here. All right, we got about 3 stretches left that I want to do here, and then we'll be done for the day. This stretch that I want to get into is going to be an overhead tricep stretch. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring my elbow slightly above my head here and just gently pull back. All right, just gently pull back. Doesn't have to be too hard. We're going to get 30 seconds on each arm here. Go ahead. I'm still searching for a good tricep stretch that doesn't involve this overhead movement, but right now this is the best one I can come up with. Just going to kind of walk around a little bit, kind of distract myself from what I'm doing here. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Let's go ahead and get the other side. All right, so same thing on the other side of the body here. Go ahead. Oops, that wasn't good. There we go. Very nice. About halfway through. Three, 2, 1, relax. Very good. Okay, now these next 2 stretches are going to involve a chair or a mat. Whether you want to be seated or on the floor is entirely up to you. But this is going to be our butterfly stretch. So again, if we're in a chair, it's a modified butterfly stretch. So I'm going to be sitting up nice and tall, and I'm going to get a good forward lean here, pressing my knees out with the elbows. We're going to get some inner thigh, but this modified butterfly gets some good hamstring stretch in there as well, even though we didn't focus on the hamstring today. Remember, the other option here is our normal butterfly on the floor, where we can, make sure I can just face you, where we can have our legs out like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. Just our normal butterfly on the ground. Either way, we're going to sit up nice and tall and get a good stretch here. So if you haven't started, go ahead and start. We'll hold this one for about 40 seconds today. Remember to keep your breathing. Sit up nice and tall here, no matter which option you have. We're going to get done with a few minutes to spare here. Three, 2, 1, relax. Good. Now the final stretch that I want to do here, all right, is going to be our Hollywood stretch. So we have a modified version and a floor version, all right? So the modified version is going to be in a chair. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn my entire body in one direction. So I'm kind of sitting crooked in my chair here. And then so I'm facing the left side of my room here. I am then going to twist to the other side and hold that stretch. All right, and we'll get 30 seconds on each side. If I want to go to the right now I'm facing the right side, twisting to the left. All right, if you want to go on the floor here, remember we're going to be sitting up nice and tall and have one leg straight out while the other crosses over, and then we're going to use the knee that's kind of up towards our shirt as leverage here. Get that elbow on it and twist your body to the same side as the up knee. All right, so I would like to get 30 seconds on each side, no matter which one you want to choose here. All right, go ahead. 30 seconds on each side, and this will be our final stretch of the day. Now, posture is going to be a little compromised here, but I want to remember to breathe. Three, two, one, relax. Let's go ahead and switch sides, whether you're on the floor or in the chair. All right, we'll knock out 30 more seconds here. Go ahead. Ten seconds left. Keep your breathing. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very nice. All right, wow, we got done with 2 minutes to spare.